Hello and welcome to Thought for January the 14th. Our readings are Genesis chapters 25 and 26, Psalm 31 and Matthew chapter 16. And our thought is, watch and beware. The stage has now arrived in the life of Jesus for the really serious issues to be raised with his disciples. His disciples were challenged as to what they really understood and believed. They are told to watch, and this means, Jesus is telling them, keep the eyes of your mind open so that you correctly understand. Only by doing this will you act in the right way and do the will of God. Life has many things to beware of when we commit our lives to serve God and to do his will. Jesus says, watch and beware of the leaven of the Pharisees and Sadducees. Matthew 16 verse 6. They puzzle over what leaven means in this context. Natural leaven is, of course, the agent put into bread dough to make it lighter and more palatable. Were some doing this to spiritual teaching? Yes. Jesus explains to his disciples, I do not speak about bread, but of the teaching of the Pharisees and Sadducees. Verse 11 and 12. History shows that there has always been a tragic tendency to take the teaching of Jesus and make it more palatable. His disciples are going to be required to take on a very responsible role. He began to tell them that he must go to Jerusalem and suffer many things from the elders and chief priests, and be killed, and on the third day be raised. Verse 21. Their human thinking is locked into one way of thinking, so they cannot accept this. Their understanding is headed for a steep and painful learning curve. Has the life of those truly trying to serve Christ ever been any different? No. Climbing up from the slippery, unstable sands of human thinking to the rock, as we read in verse 18, has always been a challenge. We see in the reading of the book of Acts that Peter, through much agonizing, became the first rock. So let all of us take special note of the advice to watch and beware and gain the keys of the kingdom. Verse 19. What kind of life matters most to us? Jesus said, for what will it profit a man or woman if he gains the whole world and forfeits his life? Verse 26. What did Jesus mean? Everything is said today about the need to have the best possible career path so that you can gain the best possible rewards offered in life. And that's fine if this life is all that you're interested in. But if you are interested in more than this life, watch and beware. Well, thank you once again for joining us for Thought for the Day, where together we can open up the pages of God's Word, knowing that Word to be a lamp to our feet and a light to our path.